Alright, back with two tables of 10 and L Zoom. And I have played a little bit the last few days, and it's gone much better. So, that being said, the videos I've put out of 10 and L Zoom haven't gone too badly. Everything I've played that I didn't record went badly, but it's gone better. So, that must mean, on that bizarre logic, that this is going to go badly. We'll see. We'll play for about half an hour. We'll pocket fives on both tables. Unfortunately, this gentleman's not going to let us see the flop, I don't think. We'll call here with the fives. And I think we just for this, it's too expensive. We're going to have to fold. God, I shouldn't grab. I shouldn't even stay and watch, should I? I'm going to just stay and watch and just torture myself. And I'm not going to get involved with these fives on the left. And he immediately bangs out a huge bet. I mean, it had to be the right fold, I think. Had this other guy called, we could have considered calling. I think it was a bit too expensive to call. But shame, would have worked out. At some point, I will, if I can work out how to show my graph, I will at the end of the session. Perhaps not today. I haven't figured out how to do that. It's not exactly the greatest flop of all time on the left for a razor. This guy's got a very high VPIP, but he's not particularly aggressive. I think we're going to check this board back a lot, and with this hand, really, we're just gonna give up. We have a minimal amount of showdown value, but not much. Yeah, unfortunately, whoops. Just going to throw it away. I just paused there for a second to see that guy's stats. I had hundred hands on him. I think he had a VPIP of about 9. So that's tight. In position, just to a min raise, I think even with 4 deuce we can call. So hopefully we can try and maneuver post flop. I'm not sure this is the board we're going to be able to do it on. And we might be able to bluff some turns. Probably have a bluff at that if he checks again. He doesn't. So let's let it go. We'll make up here with the 8-7. So, like I say, things have calmed down a little bit at 10 and 0. I haven't been 3-bet as much lately, although this guy's 3-bets is here and ace jack off. It's going to be a fold. And had a couple of times when I've been on the right side of, those sorts of spots where the money's going to go all in regardless of what you do. I think we'll go for a 3-bet here. It's not a play I make too often, so when I do make it, it's probably going to get some respect if people have a HUD. Pocket fives, which is a hand that teased me earlier. We'll go for a small c-bet. Get it through. I'm up to I think 7 subscribers on YouTube, so that's not too bad. I'm hoping maybe I get up to 10 by the end of the year. Possibly, it's an aim. It seems like it's probably achievable, so let's hope it can happen. And ace 10. Sometimes I'm in a 3-bet here. This is very strange. This ace 10 hand, I had this hand against this exact same player earlier in the exact same scenario, and it went badly. So uh, I'm going to fold on that very logical basis. My 3-bet stat, I think I looked in my HUD, is about 7 or 8%. So it's not as low as it was in a session I had the other day when it was down at like 2. I don't actually know what a good 3%, 3-bet percentage is. Maybe that's something I should look into. And I've got a little bit of showdown value with ace high here, so we're just going to check it. And yeah, just check. There's no point betting. I don't think we're going to win. So not going to win when the guy does that. Slow session at the moment. Nothing really going on. Basically getting mostly trash. Do have a hand here on the right, so probably be 3-betting. Depends who opens. Certainly won't be folding. Yeah, I think we'll. I said I wasn't going to fold, but raising the 3-bet, I think the 9s just becomes a pretty easy fold, and I'm not going to bother hanging around. We'll open up Queen 10 off in the cutoff as a tiny bit loose, I suppose. Get called, get a nice lot. We'll go slightly larger here. It's going to do with a bit of protection. Bad turn card, something we're going to want to go for a check call here. We do have the open ender, we do have the spade, but it's not a good card. It's half pot. Got very little choice, I think, here, but just to call. And we do make a small flush. And looks like it's good. So did we get lucky there? We probably did. It wouldn't shock me if he had a hand like King Jack or Queen Jack. He had Queen Jack offsuit, so we did get a bit of luck. It's an interesting thing there. Is that worth block betting the river with, or is it worth checking? I'm not totally sure. Okay, Jack's on the left and under the gun raise. Okay, I think now he calls. I think we can go for a squeeze, and sadly, if this guy 4-bets, we are going to have to fold. And we'll go for a third. We'll go for a third. I think if he had ace king, there's a good chance he would have 4-bet himself. He just very quickly calls. Could still be good here. He can still have hands like 8s, 10s. It's not looking great though. He does check quite quickly. He can also have hands like king queen. I don't know whether we go for a bet here or whether we just check it down. Is it just too thin to value bet? I think it probably is. I don't see how we're really good here. I think he's going to have a lot of like king queen, ace king. Now I think we have to. We've got a raise here. Could be raising into a straight though. Do we go for the trickier play to call? Hope the board pairs and then play it tricky. Okay, now we have a very disguised hand. I think we're just going to fold this. That is disgusting. How have you two both checked there? Ace, jack of clubs and tens. So should have gone for the raise on the turn. I got far too tricky for my own good. What about the jack's play there? Is that a call on the river? I don't see what he gets there with them bluffs. I don't think he's going to bet hands like eights and tens. So I'm not convinced that it's a call. Jacks is a hand that's I've got myself in real trouble with lately. It's not been a hand that's worked out for me. So maybe I've got to start sometimes just calling pre-flop and playing it more passively. But I tend to play a bit too passively, I think, anyway, so I'm not sure that's necessarily the solution, but it's not been a hand that's worked out for me. That there, did I play it incorrectly? I think what I did was okay. I'm pretty sure on the river that he's just, what bluffs is he going to have, I would ask. There's no flush draw on the flop. Is he going to just float with like ace queen and then turn it to a bluff? Probably not. There's also not having a huge number of hands on opponents. You don't necessarily know how they play. The nines also, I went for a very weird play. The correct play, I think, there would have just been to check raise the turn. Ace jack of spades. I think when it's suited out of position, I think we probably do have to call this. It's just a little bit too tight just to be folding this kind of hand. And we do call, we do flop nothing. I think with no pair, no draw, we're not going to have much choice but to give it up. Yeah, one thing that should have made me fold this, I think, possibly pre-flop, is this guy's stats are super tight. So ace jack against a tight three betting range really doesn't play very well. So that might be a fold pre. As you can see, I still haven't got the auto top up on. Still a bit reluctant to do that just yet. Okay, get called. Get a flop that should strongly favour me. Okay. Eight, ten of clubs, I think that's just a fold from there. Cut off, I would open it. King queen is an open. Apparently every man and his dog wants to call my raise on the left, so hopefully we get a fantastic flop. We don't, so it's going to have to sadly be a check and fold. I think for one big blind, we can probably take a turn off here. I think we can certainly see one more card for that very, very low price, and we'll go for a very small value bet on the right. Get raised, like, I guess we can go for small value here. I think. I don't really know. I have no idea what this guy has. I don't really. I'm just going to see what this guy has on the right. King Jack. What hand plays like this? I have absolutely no clue. We're almost certainly losing. I just kind of want to see. 3-5 offsuit. Yeah. No wonder I've been doing slightly better lately if people are playing 3-5 offsuit. So what did he do? He called pre, bet one big blind on the flop, and then min raises my bet on the river. That's yeah, that's pretty weird stuff. So I have seen some more strange play today. We're going to raise it up here with the jacks, my hand that I've been doing pretty badly with lately. So let's see if we can butcher this one. Okay, oh, well that's fair enough. I don't even mind that as a result. Yeah, so 3-5 offsuit. No clue what that guy was doing, but what we were doing was we were giving him chips. And the river, I don't know if that's ever going to be a bluff when he just min raises like that. But I'm not sure what hand made any real sense. But anyway, waffle on, we lose the pot, and we keep going. And we'll just go for a small C bet on the left. Closing the action here with Jack 9 of diamonds. It's a pretty hand. Can we get a pretty flop? No. Okay, looking for a spot for a 3-bet. I think this is quite a good one. Don't need to go quite that big. Just a 12. Make up with the 8-10. Guy goes to 9, big blinds get called. I think we can go for a check with this hand. Don't think we want to see bet. We want to see bet every time we go real small. Maybe we can go very small. Get called, and now we're going to start checking. Certainly can't fold to that. Getting obviously a little bit nervous, but certainly we're going to be calling. Okay, we just have to lose to ace queen or ace jack, right? Just quad 10s, okay. Well, this session is going well. Like I said at the start, the sessions have been going much better lately. This was bound to be a disaster. Yeah, quads, really? And he missed out there. Like, if he'd launched on the river, I'm not going to lie, I was probably cool. So he could have got more out of me there. And so the session's not going well. We're going to have to fold 9-8. Got kings over here. We'll go for the 3-bet. And yeah, I think if we go to 10, that's fine. Oh well, look, as the way this session has gone, I'm afraid this is kind of going to be looks like aces, doesn't it? But we don't really have much choice. I mean, we're obviously going to have to go with it. Now it's queens, so that's positive. And I think with the way things are running, I think I'm gonna cash out. That's probably going to cost me money, but and it has done. But sometimes I just like to play it safe. If it's going really badly, just take the money. And fortunately, there he had the right hand for us. He had the queens, not the aces. So that's the type of thing that's been happening lately. To start with, it was exactly the other way around. I was on the wrong side of that a lot. And the last 1,000 hands or 1,500 hands, it's been a little bit more the other way. All right, I think I don't. I see there's people limping in like this. I have no idea what he's doing it with. Now I think we just want to bet really big, just in case he has a five, which apparently he didn't. And obviously raising up here with the nines, blind on blind. Not really the flop we were hoping for. We will check it back. Going to have to call once. That can't really check back and then fold. Is he really ever going to bet a jack here? Would he bet the turn? Half pot with a queen, it would make sense. Got no real stats on the guy. I just don't necessarily see it being a bluff. We haven't really wandered into many bluffs lately. That's one thing I would have said that I've noticed is that when people are betting, they tend to have it. So we're playing with a stupid stack here on the left, but I haven't got the auto top up as I said before. Queen four of clubs for this price, 5.5 to 1, might just about be okay. And certainly going to bet this board. I think we do have to fire again here. He is going to have a decent amount of pocket pairs that are very much going to struggle. And there you go. I prefer it when I say something in advance and then it actually works out rather than I say something then he immediately just like min raises. Okay, I think we have a pretty clear squeeze spot. I think actually then we have a pretty clear. Is it just better? I think it might actually look stronger if we go to about 20. Go to about 21. It looks stronger, I think, than just going. We're obviously committed to the hand, but that looks stronger than if we just go all in. Okay, well I assume we're racing. Oh, we're up against ace jack. And again, the way it's going, I think we're going to play cautious. And again, it's going to cost us. Or it's not going to cost us. My wimpiness has actually been rewarded. Look at that board, though. 6 queen jack with all spades, and I had the ace of spades. And I would have actually lost. As you probably tell from my videos, I am a pretty big fan of the cash out. I know some people don't like it and you do get charged a fee. I just find for me that just to reduce variance, I do tend to prefer it. Okay, we'll go for a 3-bet here. I think we can go to 9. He's made it 2.2, so we don't need to go huge. Get called. Flop a royal draw. I don't think we can fold, but this is kind of never ever going to be a bluff. But with he's never going to raise if he has king queen. I don't think. Certainly, I don't think we can fold. It's kind of frustrating. Or is it? Or are we going to hit? Well, we're going to have to go with it now. We've made the straight. It's not great because queen jack is also a possibility. But with these stack sizes, I don't think we have much choice. He bets 4. Oh dear. I think actually I'm just going to call. Is this ever going to be just? I don't think I can really fold. I mean, can he have just queen 10 or ace queen? I guess we have to call. Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected. So that's going to be the end of the session. I usually give up. I usually quit if I lose a buy-in. So we'll call it a session. Not a successful one. Doesn't surprise me that last hand. I don't know if I can fold the river. Because can he have just ace queen or just queen 10? Probably. So anyway, not a successful session. Probably misplayed a few hands. I'll have a look at it. And hope you enjoyed it. I didn't really, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.